Dante's finale has come and gone, and Hypixel Skyblock has forever been changed. While the hub has been destroyed, the rebuilding process has already started, and interesting things are happening all around. My name is Derailious, and a new era has truly begun. But before we get into any of that, I want to say thank you guys for all the support recently, as it really does mean a ton, but only a small percentage of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you could hit that button down below, it really would mean a ton, as we are less than 8,000 subscribers away from YouTube rank. Without any further ado though, let's get right into the video. Starting off with the obvious, the revolt against Dante was pretty much a complete success, albeit he destroyed pretty much the entire hub. He turned himself into what I can only describe as a slime test 100, destroyed a bunch of buildings, and then hopped off map, basically never to be seen again. This was a pretty great event, albeit with a ton of lag, and I thought it was one of the best events we've ever had. I hope to see more stuff like it, and I thought that the overall concept was pretty interesting. As a direct result of all of this, Technoblade and his ministers have been sworn into power. I'm not going to go over every single one of their perks here, as I feel like it'll be a bit redundant, as I've already done that in previous videos, but I recommend that you check them out yourself. Notably Refraction's perk, Furry E-Boy's perk, and Swavy's perk, as they are the most interesting. Speaking to Technoblade, you can see that there is a new Techno Shop right next to all of his perks, which are actually really strong. Going into this Techno Shop, you can see that there are 4 items for sale: the Pig Mask, the Blood God Crest, the Art of War, and the Shiny Orb. All of these items have their own uses, and are pretty powerful in and of themselves. The Shiny Orb allows you to right-click shiny pigs with the item, bring the pig back to the orb, and you can gain some loot. I'll talk more about this in a little bit, but for now know that each one of these is 2,000 coins from the Techno Shop. The Pig Mask has +1 speed on it, and allows you to wear this mask to show your support for the Dante resistance. It's a cosmetic item, and yes, it's a reskin of the Happy Mask. It costs 10,000 coins, and 2 enchanted pork. The Blood God Crest tracks a counter for each mob killed when worn. Gain +1 strength for each digit on the counter, and it costs 500,000 coins and 32 enchanted pork, but it's only buyable once per profile. The Art of War allows you to combine this book and an anvil with a weapon to gain +5 strength. In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity, Sun Tzu. It costs 5 million coins and 2 enchanted grilled pork. I wholeheartedly recommend to pick up pretty much every item there, as the price is only going to go up after the event ends. You guys remember potato talismans? You remember how high the price got on those things? Definitely pick up these items while you can. Next up, we have to talk about the Blood God Shrine. Basically, in lore, Technoblade placed this down after he became mayor, and how it works is that you're supposed to use the shiny orbs that you can buy from him to click on pigs in the hub, make them fly away from their direct location, and bring them back in order to receive loot and a chance at getting pig relics. We need to collect 7 of these pig relics for some reason, and in reality it looks like to be a summoning way to get the ancient pig to spawn. This seems pretty interesting overall, and no one's really gotten any pig relics yet as far as I know. So in reality, I guess we have to keep hunting for them. It seems like they can't drop yet, or perhaps just no one's gotten lucky enough to get one, although I find that second option harder to believe. I'll keep you guys updated on this one. Bringing the pigs back to their actual location is usually a pretty easy task. I recommend doing it in pretty much anywhere in the hub, but the best place that I know of so far is probably in the inside of the crypt. The limited locations that the pigs can go to basically means that there's a chance that they'll just smash into a wall, fall directly down, and you can just walk them the 5 feet back to their crystal. Overall, that's the best place to do it in my opinion, and the drops aren't actually meaningless. There are some pretty interesting items that you can get. Aside from being able to earn a ton of enchanted potatoes, there's also the fact that you can get farming for dummies, which allows you to combine this book and an anvil with a hoe or axe to gain +1 farming fortune. It can be applied up to 5 times, making it a pretty useful item for people who have the farming hose. Next up, we have to talk about rats. Due to Swavy's perk, Infestation, rats have taken over the nighttime of Hypixel Skyblock, and at night, pretty much anywhere in the hub, rats can be spotted. They're pretty easy to kill overall, they only have about 50,000 health, and when you do kill them, there's a small chance that you will get a rat pet out of it. Now the interesting part about this rat pet is it also serves as a morph, and allows you to get some extra drops from rats themselves. Looking at the rat's perks, we can see that it has the base perks crit damage, strength, and health, as well as the main perks morph, which allows you to right click your summoned pet to morph into it, cheese, which means that as a rat you smell cheese nearby, yummy, and rat's blessing, meaning that you have a chance to grant a random player +2 magic find for 20 seconds after finding a yummy piece of cheese. If the player gets a drop during this buff, you have a 20% chance to get it too. In theory, you can use this item to get things as rare as Warden Hearts, although I don't really see it being used for that purpose. It's a pretty niche item overall, and a pretty fun one as well. Killing rats with the rat pet equipped allows you to get tasty cheese, which increases the number of resources created by minions by 2 times for 1 hour. It's a pretty nice overall buff, and people have been grinding it out, as it's relatively easy to obtain. As our final piece of rat related information, when you click on a rat you'll actually morph into it, and if you go into F5 it looks like you're riding the rat. Clicking on your hotbar slot 1 you'll head way faster, and in this state you have a chance to smell cheese, and trigger the Magic Find buff to other players that is the 3rd perk of the rat pet. Overall a pretty interesting item, and I think it's one of the most fun that I've ever seen. Can't wait to see rat races on people's islands. At the end of the day, this has definitely been one of the greatest updates we've ever seen in Hypixel Skyblock. Not only was the event really amazing, but seeing 90,000 people bash in the head of a Slime Test 100 was one of the greatest things I've ever seen happen in this game. Overall though, my name is Derailious, thank you so much for watching this video till the end. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out everybody.